All right, let's go. Guys, I got to tell you, I was really shocked this week that, man, the gear just came just in the right way from everything I was doing. And with Conquest up and running, I ended up with a few last little pieces to buy. And I just took 300 Conquest currency and, threw it at the game. And we're looking at having all of the Sith Eternal Emperor requirements met as far as I can tell. So we're going to be able to get in there today, and I'll start working up my relic levels and preparing for the sea event. So that'll be part of this stream. I don't know how much money it will take. I never calculated all the relic levels that I have to do and how much cash. I've got 25 million. That really, it feels like it's going to be enough. I think it's going to take like 16 million or something like that to get all these relic levels on. But I think I have all the relic materials. I think I have all the money to do it. So we should be able to get that up and running today. Then what I'll do is I'll go through like an explanation of the event, because I've done it on my main account, so I'm familiar with the event. So I'll go through an explanation of the event. And basically, I'm going to try to do it without putting the Zeta onto Darth Sidious. It's not easy to do, and honestly, I don't know if I have good enough mods to be able to pull it off without the Zeta. I'll explain why the Zeta helps and why you may or may not need to do that depending on your mods and your situation. And then from there, maybe I can throw down enough energy to see if we can actually, in fact, do the event. I've spent my 50 energy refreshes, and I'll just drop the hundreds and see if we can get enough tickets to give it a try one time once I get the mods set up. And then that'll probably be it for the sea thing for today. I don't plan to go crazy buying all kinds of packs and doing all kinds of weird stuff to try to run that event. So that's not going to happen. I'm not going to wail out on a bunch of stuff just to get tickets. But then I will save up tickets. We'll do a stream probably again tomorrow. See what we can do. And looks like I've lost this. See what we can do, and then going forward, as I get tickets, we'll try to video it or stream it or whatever, and just record the whole event for anybody who might need it. All right, going to do some arenas here because there's a lot of times I don't get to play, so I'm going to try to get a little bit of placement today. I'll check up on chat here in just a second. DL, I was able to unlock Executor yesterday. That ship is a game changer. Yeah, nice. Glorious G says unlimited power. Griff is in with the hello there. Jason Kraulick is here. Darth Batal, hey guys. Welcome, welcome. All right, who do we have to fight over here? We've got some kind of Kenobi team. I think we can fight that with our C team. We'll just get in there and see what we can get done. We need to edit this team because I'm messing around with the Brood Alpha now instead of the crew. So we'll try a battle here against this Kenobi. Fan on the couch says, good morning, Loquitur. How are you today? Good, good. I've got my watered down coffee here and had a few sips of that. And get to hopefully do some exciting stuff. Let's see, who's more important to link? Gas, probably Gas. I usually link him. If there's a reason I should be doing Luke instead, let me know. Just try to cut down the damage as much as we can. Okay. It's a lot of damage. I don't think the armor is going to get a turn here. Maybe. Nah. Oh, that's Luke. I said a Kenobi earlier. That's Luke. My bad. That's my fault. Said the wrong guy. Bam. All right. That reduces the amount of stuff we have to deal with. All right. Luke's coming out of his robe. It's going to be a different Luke. And then we'll link him in Skywalker. Yeah, and then we'll just kind of let the game grind away and see what we can get done here. Linking gas prevents his crits so that he does not increase cooldowns. Yeah. All right, that's good. Nice shirt, by the way. Yeah, I wore my Happy Hawaiian shirt today. It's a day for celebration, right? So, gotta do the fun shirt today. We're on the chill stream, right? I need a hammock. I need a hammock where I can just like lay back, chill out, reach one hand over the side. That would be a chill stream. That would be like a California style chill stream. Do it on the beach. Hammock strung up between two palm trees. All right. All right. Well, let's just go over to this Loquitur account and start building up characters. What do you think, guys? Put shield tech on and then hit auto, says Dark Side. Yeah, that works. You can't do that against SLKR though, because I don't think that glitch has ever been fixed. All right, here we go. Director Krennic. Upgrade incoming. All right, and then what relic level does he have to be? He's goofy, right? He's like relic level 4 or something like that he needs to end up at. Can't remember exactly. Pumping up these characters right before we join Grand Arena is going to give us really bad matchups because we're going to have all of the C requirements without the C. So it'll be first round, so we may get some rotten matchups. All right, Relic 4, is it? We're looking for the quest completion bar to come up. There it is. Quest completed. Get this guy out of my favorites. Good gravy. I don't ever want to look at him again. Royal Guard. Upgrade incoming. Boom. Okay. And we have to take a look at his skills here in a second. So he's Relic 3, I believe. I will probably end up over-relicking this guy at some point. Maybe not at first. But my understanding is that with the Zeta and in certain teams that his viability as a tank has really gone up. So I don't know if that's just in the Lord Vader team or if he's actually, viable as a tank in a bunch of other teams. Okay, so the basic just does extra damage. We don't care. This does cooldown, so it's probably worth upgrading now that he's relicked. And this is the Zeta, which we're not going to apply yet. Similarly, get him out of our favorites. All right, so I think I have my journey guide set to a different galactic legend. So let's just go over here, pick the right galactic legend for the journey guide, begin that journey. Okay, and then we can go here to characters, and we should be able to look at all the characters here. Look at that beautiful patch of red that we have going on here. Just all red. Love it. Get out of here, Anakin. Get out. Get out. We need here. I'll cover it up on my screen so you can't see it. Silly Jedi jumping into my screen here. Royal Guard Zeta is actually really good now, says Griff, specifically for Lord Vader teams, but can also work in Empire lineups instead of Shore. Yeah, Yeah, that's what I'm seeing and hearing. So, Darkside says, DL, can I steal some of your relic materials? Absolutely not. I worked hard for those. Revan says, is today the day? Today is the day that I qualify. I'll be able to get these guys all up to the appropriate relic levels, I believe, and qualify for the event. But of course, I don't have tickets for the event yet. So, I mean, it's a long grind yet before we get this guy unlocked. Because I'm patient and I'm not going to be super inefficient and do dumb things to get him. Okay, Emperor Palpatine's up next. Let's start tossing relics on him. He has to go all the way to Relic 7, I believe. Congrats, Loquitter. The grind is almost over. Do you know what you're planning to work on after you get C? Absolutely. We've decided on General Kenobi as the next target for this account. I've already started buying Ayla Sakura shards out of the guild store, and I've already started farming Bo-Katan. I am going to do some other things on the way there, much like I relicked some other characters on the way to Sith Eternal. I will also work on some other projects in between. I may want to take 5s to relic level and establish that little clone bomb team that I like. So there's some stuff that I'm probably going to do. I'm not just going to just straight go for the next Galactic Legend. I do have some account stabilization that I want to do before we get there. Andreas Rybeck says, first time deal, nice to see you. Hey, nice. Fellhammer says, can you answer it now? You didn't answer my question about Discord about how to mod OG Kylo for solo. Modding OG Kylo for solo, I don't know. My mods on him are nothing special. He has to go to Relic 7, right? I'm fearful of clicking this Relic 7, but I need to go review the requirements again. I do not want to do the wrong thing while I'm talking. So Palpatine goes to 7, Sidious to 7, Marauder to 7. Okay, those are the 7s. And then we got Maul to 4 and Thrawn to 6. Okay. All right. Do not want to make mistakes at this point. So, yeah, for modding OG Kylo for solos, just some health, some protection, if you can. Nothing special. I mean, I don't mod him for tenacity or any of that stuff, because especially against the Old Republic, you actually want the debuffs to stack, because that'll actually help your damage go up. So, yeah, no, it's nothing special. It's just... Alright, there's Palpatine to relic levels. Okay. Quest complete. Continue. If anybody else has suggestions on relicking him, put it in chat. But for me, it's just like... I mean, we can go take a quick detour. I mean, it's a chill stream. I'm not in a hurry for anything. So let's go look at my OG Kylo mods. See what I've actually got on him. Yeah, it's kind of hot garbage, right? We just got health here, crit damage, speed. So what's his overall speed? 236. So nothing special, just a couple health mods so he doesn't die, and that's it. Probably 6 dot, a couple mods. I think the crit damage is probably something that you definitely should do, because you want him to hit hard once he stacks up his stuff. So, yeah, that's all I would say. Crit damage, triangle, some health. Good enough. Done. Alright, we got 7 relic levels to do on this complete trash Sidious character. And then we have to give him some of the best mods in the game to try to do the event. Awesome. Congrats, Loquitur. The grind is almost... Oh, yeah, I already read that one. Sorry. How often do you farm nodes specifically for relic materials? I'm beginning to run low on gear to convert to relic materials. I have a video called, the 5 tips to make Gear 13 and Relic easy. Look up that video, because I farm... My whole strategy for farming is based around optimizing the materials that I farm, and also by the nodes that include relic materials. So, for example, I farm all my Cairo shock prods because that node has tons of stuff that gives bronzium wiring. I farm all my Bactigel because the Mark IV Bactigel is on the cybernetics node, and that allows me to have cybernetics that I can grind up for these electrium conductors. So there's a whole strategy that I use around what I farm and where. We're going to put this guy on favorites because we got to get back around to him. So it's too complicated for me to explain just here in a stream. So, go check out that video. All right, to add to the suspense here, I'm going to go back to fight some arena battles here, get those out of the way for the day. R7 Sidious feels painful. Yeah, it is. Did you unlock the C event? Well, we're working on it on this stream right now, my friend. We're working on getting the relic levels up to unlock that event. We will do that today before this stream is over. I'm just doing other things to build the anticipation in hopes of either entertaining people or making them, anxious. I don't know. It's Halloween time, right? So you got to build suspense. Hey, DL, have you been purchasing arrow magnifiers from the store weekly? No. I don't. I have not purchased arrow magnifiers. I did purchase the materials to make a character into Relic 9. What are you talking about? Arrow magnifiers in the store? Which one are you talking about? Arrow magnifiers in the store. Okay, I guess that bundle's not here. I didn't notice a great bundle that had arrow magnifiers in it. Maybe I just missed it. Did I miss it? 1250 crystals for 5. Okay, well, the arrow magnifiers aren't the problem. So as long as you can get into a guild that has any competency with Rancor, you'll get your arrow magnifiers. These impulse detectors are the killer. That's what kills you on Relic 8. Because getting these, making these, shredding up these like high priority, high quality materials, and the exchange rate is just awful. Look at that. 50 of these things gives me 5. You need 200 of these things to get 20 to Relic 1 character to Relic 8. 200 of these is really a lot. I farm this all the time, and you can see I've got 90 bayonets. It is really a lot. So that's what holds you back on Relic 8. Controlling this material is how you control your Relic 8s. And it'll be the same thing with Relic 9. You'll be able to potentially get that droid brain material out of Territory Wars. But then this is the same thing with the same horrible exchange rate. Look at this. 50 of them give you 3. And these materials are even higher premium, lower drop rate materials than the prior one. 100 of them to get 7. You'll need 300 of these pieces to do 1 Relic 9. So it'll be that will be the killer on trying to maintain any semblance of cadence on Relic 9. Basically, I calculated it up. If you farm that, like, let's say, once a day, like do one energy refresh a day, and it takes you like 8 months to get enough material to do one Relic 9. So it's really out of scope. It's really out of reach. All right. We'll do another battle over here. Oh, it's in the weekly shipments? Oh, it's in the weekly shipments. Okay. So it's not in the store. It's in the weekly shipments. So no, I would say I would not. If I had the impulse detectors under control, and I had enough impulse detectors to do a Relic 8 that I really wanted to do, and I didn't have the arrow magnifiers, I might buy them. But I'm just not interested in the arrow magnifiers until I've got the impulse detectors anyway. Okay. Get back a little protection. Let's just hit auto and see somebody. Well, let's try to get the armor. Nope. Come on, armor, take a turn. No, we didn't get the armor. Okay, we'll just put that on auto. Fellhammer says I got a home. I just got home a day out with my son. Haven't done arena or fleet today. Feels oddly liberating. So just chilled out and took the boy out for some stuff, and nice. That's fun though. That's good stuff. I feel the same way. Like if I'm doing something with the family and I don't get my arena climb for the day, it's like I don't care. I'm not bothered by it. I don't look back and go, oh my God, my family cost me my arena placement for the day. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, who cares? We went to see a Roman villa built in AD 263. Oh man, that is so awesome. I've had the opportunity to travel to Europe several times, and I was in Holland, and I was in a particular church, and we were going through the church, and the dates on the church were 1200s, 1300s, something like that. And you think to yourself, this church was built before European ships ever came to America. Like, this church is older than the idea of America. And it just, you're standing there in this building, and just this, like, I don't know, this chill runs up your spine, and you're like, man, this is old. And to see something that's that old, that's like almost 2,000 years old, it's just incredible. It's incredible to think what people built that long ago. And the quality of it, it's not that the buildings, built back then were bad. They're like, in some ways, even more high quality than the buildings that are being built today. It's really an experience. It's really an experience. I want to go to some of the cathedrals like in France and experience that. I think that would be amazing. It's on the bucket list. We had a trip to Italy planned. We were going to go through, several different places in Italy and spend a week basically out in Tuscany. It was set to be a good vacation. I kid you not, guys. It was like the CDC came out with these warnings about this new virus and things were being shut down, and you needed to check. And so my wife and I checked, and it was right at the beginning of COVID. In February, end of February in 2020, and right at the start of COVID. So we ended up kind of chickening out and going, man, I don't know what all this stuff is about, but if they're on the news telling us that we shouldn't fly overseas, then probably we gotta cancel the trip. We canceled the whole trip. So that was definitely not something pleasant to do. Really was looking forward to that, but just didn't want to take the risk. You guys know me. I'm very, conservative when it comes to stuff like that. I don't like taking unnecessary risks. So we stayed home, canceled it all and stayed home. Stonehenge is like 5,000 years old. Yeah, it's just fantastic, right? Ken Freiborg says 1,200 is not 2,000 years ago. No. I'm talking about Fellhammer. Fellhammer says he went to something that was built in AD 263. That's what I'm saying is almost 2,000 years old. Yeah. The mosaics on the floor, the mosaic floors were beautiful. I can't believe how well they survived. Yeah, that's cool. You made the right decision to cancel. Italy became the hot spot for COVID. Yeah, it was one of the first, like, I don't know, alert level 3 or whatever it was to hit that alert level early on. I don't regret the decision, but we definitely want to, reschedule that trip at some point. We love to travel, and we just, the last couple of years, haven't been able to. I mean, look at my shirt, It's like I like to go to Hawaii or something. We've tried a couple different places in Hawaii. When we went to Honolulu, Waikiki, it felt like being in, San Diego or San Francisco or something like that. It didn't feel much different than a normal American city. But we went to the Big Island, and it's kind of wild down there, just like lava furrows everywhere and not as many people. And so we found that we like, the Big Island better. We're going to try someplace up in Kauai the next time we go, I think. So, yeah, we've had a lot of fun with our family trips. We're getting close now, boys and girls. We're adding galactic power right and left, though. Let's see. Where are we at on galactic power now? Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Wow. We've only added like 50,000 galactic power. I thought we were going to add on like a lot more than that. Huh. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but... Okay, this is it. He's Relic 4 or something again, or Relic 3. I don't know. We'll just wait for the quest sign, and if the quest sign doesn't come up, then we'll push the button again. All right. It took a lot less money than I thought. I really felt like this was going to take a lot of credits, but it didn't. Didn't take nearly as many credits as I thought. All right. This should be it, boys and girls. Give me that quest completion. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's look. Quest completed 2 of 3. That should be everybody. All right. That should be everybody. Exciting times, folks. Anybody else excited? Anybody else stoked for this? 15 tokens to battle. All right, so let's see. I have to go do some research here first, just for a second. Because I believe that there's a dark side node at low energy that's useful for us. I just want to verify. So if I go here, take a look at this. That's not it. Take a look at this. Yeah, these stun cuffs, I think we can farm here and here. So this gives us these, which we've got quite a few of those. We've paid attention to farming those. So the way this works, for anybody who doesn't know, once you unlock a Galactic Legend event, then these tickets, dark side currency, to do dark side missions, will become part of all dark side node loot. And the drop rate on these is fixed. So for, each run that you do, it's like X percent. I don't know off the top of my head, 15%, something like that. I can't remember exactly what. So if you want to go the fastest that you possibly can and get the most of these tickets, then you do nodes with 6 energy, because that allows you to get the most of these currency for the least amount of energy. All right. So we can drop some there, see if we can get to 15 tickets. And then we'll take a look at modding C. Hey, congrats, everybody saying. Nice. Do you have enough relic materials for C? Not yet. Not yet. I'll continue to work on that as we work on the Sith Eternal himself, and we'll hopefully have enough by the time we get there. Jordan says we had a trip for 20 plus people scheduled in 2020 to go to England, and that got canceled. Nice. That's, yeah. I don't mean nice. I mean, it's nice to reflect the story, but yeah, no, it's crazy, isn't it? Just unlocked C today. Hoarded enough to get him to R4. Any recommendation on squad arena comps? Well, the one that I'm using is Wat Tambor, Armorer, Thrawn, and then a tank. And I play around with all kinds of different tanks. Geo Brood Alpha, Kylo Ren Unmasked, Red Trooper. I kind of know who's in my arena, so I know which tanks work best against which SLKRs. Of course, everybody's getting their Kenobis now, so that's changing. But yeah, the armor, I think, is really good for beating SLKR. All of the other teams just kill her, so she's kind of... I mean, you saw in the ones that I played earlier today, it's just kind of a non-factor. She just gets killed. Are you sure about fixed drop rate? I think it's depending on energy usage and doesn't matter. Yes, I'm very confident about the drop rate. When I first got my SLKR, I tried it on harder nodes and on easier nodes, and it definitely goes faster on the lower energy nodes. Now, when I start to, just grind away at this, I'm not going to just do the low energy nodes, because most likely I will farm the node with the back to gel. But, we can take a look at that here in a second. Let me just dump a bunch of stuff here and see if we can get enough tickets. We get 4 tickets there for 7 runs. So we'll just drop the hundreds and see how many tickets we can get. 4 more for 20 runs. Three for 20 runs. Wow, that's really good statistics. 10 on 20 runs. We don't usually get that, I'll tell you what. All right, so how many tickets was that? We got definitely more than 15. We got 21. All right, so we have enough for 1 run. We can try 1 run. Griff says they changed the way tickets work 6 to 8 months ago, so it's a percentage drop rate. So it doesn't matter 6 or... Oh, okay. The cost per node doesn't matter anymore. All right, Griff. Okay. I didn't know that... I honestly didn't know that had changed. If Griff says it's changed, I have to trust that he's right. I did test it when I got SLKR, but that was like a year and a half ago, so a lot of things have changed since then, I'm sure. I guess not a year and a half ago. Was it? Yeah, it's probably been over a year. Because I got him on my main account about 6 months in. So yeah, wow, it's been a while. Holy cow. All right, so skip that. Skip everything I just said. You just play dark side nodes and get your tickets. Okay. Done and done. All right, let's just see if we can get squad arena placement here again, and then we'll go into the discussion about modding for the event. Oh wow, he went first. He went first. My opponents are catching up. That's no good. All right, yeah, let's go ahead and kill Veers first. Watching the stream with 3 others. That's consumerism right there. Consuming at its best. My daughter does the same thing. She likes to play these little puzzle games, or she likes to color for real, like real coloring, but she also does coloring on her laptop, and she gets these really complex coloring puzzles. And then she'll like fire up these true crime story stuff in the background and scare the heck out of herself with all these all these crime stories. And she's listening to spooky Halloween stories now. So she'll have like the iPad running and the, you know, mama's phone running. And it's funny. I don't think she watches 4 streams at a time though. So, all right, do a squad arena over here. Here we've got a Kenobi to contend with. Let's see if there's something easier at 19. There is. Jump on in there. Beat this up. They were stealthy with the change. It's been a while. Yeah, okay. Have you got the Darth Sidious Zeta? No, George, we're going to talk a lot about that. And I'm going to try to do it without committing the Zeta. But it's going to be a matter of whether or not I have good enough mods. Because in order to do it without the Zeta, it is really a stat-hungry concept. So we're going to take a look at that and see if I can scrounge up enough good mods to be able to do what needs to be done. All right. Once again, just put it on auto, let it run. Crit avoidance is key on Sidious for phase 1. So you'll end up adding the Zeta for convenience. Jason, you underestimate my patience. I am really a patient player. Like I don't need to hurry. And if you told me right now, well, you're going to have to complete 8 battles and you're going to drop 5 of them to complete 8, I would just shrug my shoulders and go, okay, that's 2 days. I don't care. That's 2 days worth of tickets. It's whatever. I would rather waste 2 days worth of tickets than to put a Zeta on a character where the Zeta is literally just thrown away. I mean, you take the Zeta and you approach the toilet, you place the Zeta in the toilet, you flush, and that's what it's like putting the Zeta on Sidious. Now, if I have to do it, if I don't have good enough mods, then I'm forced to do it, and it's just, you know, you put it in the toilet and flush it as the, as the admission price to go get Sith Eternal. All right, so we can also start doing our fleet approach right now because we know who's on payout for that, so we'll just keep the suspense going. Use crit avoidance arrow on EP for 3. He didn't have his unique Zeta 100% success rate. Okay, well, we'll take a look at that. There's also, let's say, there's some motivation for using a accuracy arrow because there is some dodge chance involved that you can manage a little better with an accuracy arrow. So there are some people who think that the accuracy arrow is better. Crit avoidance is most likely going to help the most take out the RNG. Let's see what we want to do here. Mark him down. This is another one that we can just put on auto. I don't even know why I'm playing. So let's start talking about the Sidious character himself. So, yeah, no, it's better if I show the stats. You know what, guys? You guys don't need to see an Executor battle on auto. That's not really fun anyway. Let's do a... let's see. Let's check where we're at in arena here. Okay. We can't play against this guy because I believe his payout is the coming hour. So I don't want to knock him until after that. So let's look at the Sidious character himself. And you can think of Sidious in this event as being a bit like Vader. Okay? So on his area effect, he's got these damage over times and exposes. And getting these expose onto the enemy for the event is very useful. It really gives you the ability to get the kills more reliably. So it's a bit like Vader. You want damage on him, you want crit damage on him, you want potency to try to get these exposes to land. On his leadership, he gains critical chance and critical damage. So we want to go crit chance, crit damage. And he gets extra offense when he gets a critical hit, which is going to be pretty irrelevant because the event doesn't last very long. This ability says he recovers 20% of his health when any unit is defeated. You have to defeat 3 units. So getting your health recovery for the first 2 units that you defeat is important. He gets a 25% chance to also gain turn meter. And in addition, gets evasion against Jedi. So this evasion against Jedi is useful. You'll get some dodges in the event, and that'll help. And that's a bit of the RNG that you need. And if you don't ever get any dodges, you drop a battle. If you do get some dodges, then you're good. That's kind of like that's kind of the kicker. But it also means that health for this particular event, health is good. So now we need crit chance, crit damage, potency to get the debuffs to stick, and also health. All of those stats are helping us. And then, as has already been mentioned, trying to do it without the Zeta, a crit avoidance arrow can also be appealing. So we've got an accuracy arrow that I just threw on him. This mod set is definitely not going to be good enough. And the last thing that we need to talk about is the event itself. So in the event, you go up against Mace Windu, and he has stacking shatter point. If he gets to 20 stacks and he attacks you with 20 stacks of shatter point, I can't remember exactly what, but just once he gets to 20 stacks, if he gets to 20 stacks and also gets a turn, you're just done. the mission is over. So you have to also have enough speed, and I believe it's maybe Griff, maybe you know the exact speed, but I think you have to be around 280 speed, assuming that you'll get at least one dodge somewhere on the Jedi, in order to be able to kill him before he goes off. So I don't know if the leadership is the exact same in the... I'm not sure. There's dodge chance involved in it though too. So in this first event, the Jedi have a good chance to dodge, and I can't remember exactly where that dodge chance comes from. If that's like a passive on Mace Windu, or if that's a passive on the other Jedi. Let's take a look at Jedi here real quick. Because the Mace Windu that's in there is different than the regular Mace Windu. But I feel like there's a passive involved, or there's something involved that gives a dodge chance. Maybe somebody else in chat knows. I'll take a look over here. I don't know the exact speed off the top of my head, but I can do some looking, says Griff. That's cool. Crit avoidance on arrow. Oh, yeah, okay. Congratulations on unlocking the event. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Yeah, so maybe once we get in the event, we'll see. But there is actually some very good dodge chance on the part of the Jedi, or they just have dodge. I don't know what it is, but they dodge at a pretty high rate. So if you want to guarantee every hit lands, some people have said, to put an accuracy arrow here. But what we're going to do, just because we don't want to mess with this event and commit things long term, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at Vader's mods. We're just going to take a look at how we have Vader modded. He's got 30% potency here. We've got a health set on him, we've got crit chance here, and we've got protection here. So these two mods are not that great for the event. We probably want health down here, and we probably want crit damage up here. So if we were to change Vader's mod set and look for circles that have health, and let's limit it to speed, health, or potency, or defense, one of those things. And then let's sort by speed, because we do need that speed to be fast enough. All right, we've got a defense mod here that has health. That's very defensive, though. This one has crit chance, and look at this. This has got good stats. It's got potency, speed, offense, crit chance. All right, let's just try. Well, what's this got? Speed, defense. It doesn't actually have potency as a substat. Let's see what we can do here with the triangle. Crit damage, 14 speed, crit chance. Well, there we go. So as far as Vader goes as a character that knocks his speed down, you know what we're going to do? You know what we're going to do, though? We're going to revert this for right now. We're going to assign a loadout to Vader. We're just going to create a loadout here so that we can always get back to what we had. Okay. And then we're going to apply these mods. Assign it. And we're going to assign this one down here, I think. Had potency on it already. Then we're going to 6-dot these bad boys. Okay. This one has one bad stat line. We don't mind the offense. We do like the crit chance on a crit damage. I'm gonna give this thing one chance to get speed. One chance. Didn't get it. Done. And we're gonna do the same thing down. We'll give this more than one chance. We'll give this 2 chances to develop speed. All right. Good job, mod. All right. Fantastic. All right. And I almost want to keep hitting this mod because potency, offense, crit chance, I don't even care what else it hits. It's just going to get better from here. But I'll hold on. I don't know. I don't know, guys. That's tempting. If we could get another hit on potency, offense, crit chance, any of it would help. Let's see how close we are to being able to do what we want to do for the event. All right. And then for this arrow, we're looking for speed. Let's just see what we have that has crit avoidance. So clear all this out. Look for arrows with crit avoidance. Let's see what we've got. Here's one that has some speed, has some potency, defense, protection. Let me slap that on. And then 6-dot that bad boy. Okay. So this gives us... I don't think it's going to be fast enough. I don't think I've got enough speed substats in this set. It's a lot of speed, though. Yeah, I mean, that's as good as we're going to get without putting speed stuff on. All right, so let's lock this in. Confirm it. Now we're going to make a new set out of it. Assign a loadout. And we're going to do this for the C event. Create a loadout. All right. Now, go to Sidious. And just assign this mod set. See what this looks like. 311 speed. All right. All right. Okay. Crit chance 87. And he'll get more from his leadership. Potency 90%. Only 67,000 health. I was hoping I could get that higher. 74 on damage. I think it's enough. The potency is a little low. I would like that potency to be over 100%. What do you think, Griff? Is that going to be enough? Is that going to be enough to succeed in the event without the Zeta? Okay, so I guess the last thing that we need to talk about is why the Zeta puts you over the top. So here we have a chance to recover turn meter and evade attacks. With the Zeta, it turns it into a guaranteed turn meter gain. So you do gain the turn meter 100%. It gives 50% potency, so it gives you a huge boost to potency. And you also gain max health equal to the potency percentage. So it drives up your potency, drives up your max health, and gives you 100% turn meter gain. So what we talked about with the time limit with having to kill those guys before Mace goes crazy, the guaranteed turn meter helps ensure that you don't come up against that. The extra potency helps you land the exposes. And so everything about this is helping you get through that event. Extra turn meter to make sure you don't time out, extra potency to get the exposes, extra max health so you don't die. All right, catch up on chat over here. Streamer luck. Destroy Tiger Shark says hit it again. Zach says it's a defensive mod. You guys and your hatred for the defense sets. So I have a different opinion. I love defense mods. I've farmed the heck out of them on my local account. These defense mods for me are fantastic. I don't mind good offensive stats on a defense mod at all because I like putting a defense set on characters. It works. This armor calculates out to be very valuable, and people disagree with me. I don't have it as an opinion. It is fact. The math shows that these armor sets like this are better than a health set in almost 100% of the cases. And I'm sure I could find a case where that's not true, but I love defense sets. Love them. I love them. I want to show you my C on my main account too, because it also has a defense set on it. And I'm sure there will be a tirade of people telling me that I'm giving bad advice and that people shouldn't put defense sets on characters. But the rest of the world is going to wake up someday, and other important people that you trust are going to tell you that defense mods are good, and you're going to believe it for the first time. And, whatever. So my C has health, 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 and health, but a defense set. Because this defense set provides more benefit to his longevity than another health set. And I like the speed because, he's got 365 base speed, so his speed set gives him 36 speed. And I have not maximized the health on my Sith Eternal, but I'm still at 158, so I feel like that's enough. I feel like it's enough. And, maybe later I'll have to change that, but I'm more likely to just hit the Relic 8 button if I would need to increase his health, because I really like my mod set. And I really like my arrow. 16% health arrow on a speed set with 23 speed substat is fun. That's it seems to fit really nicely for the Sith Eternal Emperor. But no, I love these defense sets. You find them all over my account. We go look at Kylo Ren Unmasked. 2 defense sets. Right? Defense is good, guys. You heard it here first. You don't believe it. I know that people don't believe me. but those defense mods are really good. K2SO, all tenacity, but I believe that we've got a defense main stat on him as well, because the defense main stat helps more than the health main stat. Calculated. All right, so the argument for Sith Eternal, and I understand and I feel obligated to say it so that people don't chew me out too much. At endgame content, if you're going up against a damage Rey, you use C, and you need to have him over 170 health, 170,000 health. So in that case, you just stack health until you get over 170, and then you're good. But yeah, I like a more balanced approach, and my C does pretty well. He does his job pretty well. 290 speed, 80k health, 100% potency, 7.2 offense, 95 CC. Those are the stats you want to try to aim for. I mean, Griff, I'm not going to get close to that. I don't have those kinds of mods. How the heck do you get to 95% crit chance? There's no way. There is no possible way that I'm going to get to those stats with a crit avoidance arrow. Zero chance. I don't know what kind of mods that you would have that would put you over 100% here, over 90k, 80k health here. Yeah. No, there's no way. You'd have to have two health sets. You'd have to have two health sets with just incredibly high stats. Yeah, I'm not going to get there. Rey, C, GG, Padme all benefit more from health. You know, Zach, you can say that. I can show you calculations that show it's not true. Even in a Padme team. Even in a Padme team, that defense does more for you. And yes, go ahead, start quoting your armor shred and true damage, and everybody has to beat Rey and gas, and you know that's what gets quoted against me all the time. I say armor's good, and people say, oh, armor shred, true damage, you know, whatever. There's a couple teams in the game where it's relevant, but for most of the game that you play, it's not. And I think my Padme even has defense mods. Yeah, check that out. There you go. Defense set on Padme, and a defense main stat on the cross, because it's better. You don't have to believe me. You don't have to believe me. I've already calculated the fact that her, you know, leadership and her passive and how health stacks on her. I've done all the calculations, and defense is better. Once you get to it. Now, if you only ever put like two health main stats on a character, then the third health main stat, of course, is going to be better. But once you start stacking health and looking for health all over the place, then those last few mods, defense is better. It's better. It's math. I'm not lying. I'm not making up math. The math works out on all of these characters. And my Anakin, too. Check this Anakin out. Look at this Anakin, right? Got some serious health going on here. At least one defense main stat. Two defense main stats. Everything else is health. Do not mod your Anakin like this. This is a gimmick that I'm doing for my arena team where I'm putting him with Cat. It's a gimmick. Do not mod your Anakin. Public service announcement. This is not Anakin mods. Don't do it. I'm just messing around with it. How would you mod Maul and Lord Vader? Defense. I mean, you can go on to the highest level players in the game right now are trying to farm mods that have maximum defense and potentially not even speed. There's a gimmick that you can do. There's a gimmick that you can do with the Jedi. What is it? What is her name? Like the Jedi Guardian or something like that. This character is slow, has a slow base speed. So if you build this character up to high relic levels, it is a tank, benefits from relic 9. So you take this character to like relic 7 to 9, depending what you can afford. You put all defense mods, all defense stats with 0 speed. No speed at all. And then on a Kenobi team, if this character takes the taunt on the Kenobi team, in theory, you never take a turn with this character. So Kenobi gives the damage immunity for 2 turns, and then this character can go for 27 normal turns without ever taking a turn. So, yeah, there's weird stuff going on at the top of the game right now. I'm not at the top of the game, so I don't know exactly what it is. But from what I understand, the Darth Vader, the Lord Vader team is going to be, with Darth Maul, is going to be a timeout team where you just put 3 or 4 tanks with Lord Vader, and there's just no way you can get through the characters in 5 minutes. That's what I understand that they believe that meta is going to look like. Look at your health sets instead of the speed sets. Potency cross too. Yeah, I'm telling you, Griff, I don't have the mods. I already know. I don't have enough mods on this account to be able to find a health set that's going to be able to give me enough speed and enough potency and everything else. I farmed too many speed sets. So we're going to give it one try with, let's go back and take a look. I mean, maybe we can do something different. But I just don't have crit avoidance arrows. So if we go look for crit avoidance arrows and just take that as our basis, we've got one here, got one here, neither of which is helping us with what we need for health or speed or anything. This is crit avoidance with some good stats. I mean, we could just see where this one goes. Maybe give ourselves some options. Yeah, that's not looking good. I don't even think that's worth keeping. It's got a lot of defense, but I don't think I would choose that for anybody. Yeah, so I mean that's the limiting factor. I mean, this is it. This is the only good crit avoidance arrow that we've got that helps us with what we're trying to do is speed. So we're kind of stuck there unless we want to skip the crit avoidance arrow. All right. Let's give it one try like this. Let's give it one try. And if it fails horribly, then we probably have to say, well, I'm going to need the Zeta. Is this battle timed? I'm not sure if the battle is timed or not. We're going to get in there and throw away 15 tickets, though. See what we can get done. Are you threatening me, Master Jedi? The Senate will decide your fate. I am the Senate. It's treason, then. Alright, so we do the area effect first and try to get some exposes. Got a couple exposes, that's good. We like that. Alright, and this guy can heal, so we're going to... Oh, nice, he died from the dots. So that's good. We're going to proc the expose over here before it goes away. Oh, easy street, guys. Look at this. Look at this, Sidious. Fantastic. 11 stacks on Windu. All right, so I don't know if I have a good Sidious or if I just got incredibly good RNG on that one, but that didn't feel hard at all. That didn't feel hard at all. The battle is not timed. Destroy Tiger Shark says easy. Yeah. That did feel easy. Holy cow, that felt easy. Both of those guys died to the dots, precisely on the money. So, yeah. All right. Well, I mean, okay. So that shows this, if nothing else, that my Sidious is capable of beating it. So now that we've established that we're capable of beating it with Sidious, I'm willing to drop, I don't know, if I need to drop, a third of the battles to get there, I would rather do that than throw away a Zeta. So I think with that mod set, I'm probably, I'm probably good to skip the Zeta. The Dude Abides says, I'm behind on the video running at 2x speed, but I'm a fellow defense set believer. Even for Padme teams, the math does not lie. Okay, we've got at least one other person that buys into the math. Good. Good. All right, so like I said, guys, I'm not going to pour a whole bunch of money or resources into getting more attempts going on. So I will store up my currency, and when I go in there, I'll either stream it or video it so that we can get the whole event, and I'll be able to show at the end how many battles I dropped in addition to the ones that I won, so you can see the drop rate, all that stuff. We do have Malik here, right? So okay. Take that off of her. Take that off of him. Work our way through this Revan team real quick here. Get a shot on him. And we'll kill the HK. All right. That should be that. That should be Malik. Good stuff. What other questions do you guys have? Don't forget to give Vader back his mods before the GAC locks in. I may just mod Vader differently for now. Just put a different mod set on him. And let it ride until I get that event done with Sidious. I'm not a big fan of switching mods back and forth frequently because I don't like paying the fee. Well, this guy's being rude and knocking me out during my payout, so you'll have that. Lee says I run defense sets on tanks. GG does damage based on health. So GG, I would put health over defense. Yeah, that's fine. And if you look at my Grievous, then my Grievous will not have any defense mods on him. But see, my Grievous is modded weird too. I modded my Grievous a very long time ago. I think Grievous was literally my first Relic level character on the entire account. I got into the game, I think, right around the time that he got reworked. So I ended up committing a lot of resources to Grievous and put mods on him. But I got a lot of health on him, but I also tried to get his crit chance to 100%. And he does not have a high natural crit rate, so it took some doing to get his crit rate to 100%. Because I just felt like, guarantee that he comes across and does a lot of damage. And it increases the chance that he's going to do something nasty to the opponent in Grand Arena. Surprise them with more damage than they think. So, yeah, I actually have a crit chance Grievous. Again, probably not something I would recommend for people, but I did it as an experiment. It held up. It did what I needed it to do, and I've just left it there for like a year and a half. So, Loquid are setting bad modding examples today. All right. Andreas Rybeck says, you need to put out more streams, DL. Love your videos. By the way, defense mods rule. Nice. Yeah. Why don't you just check them on the Sith holocrons and find out anything you want to know? I mean, come on. Konstantin Gubernick. What are we checking on Sith holocrons? I lost track of the conversation somewhere here. What is the airspeed velocity of a fully laden swallow? 122,603 centimeters per decasecond. There you go. Let's see. Do another ship battle here real quick. Prepping for my fleet payout. Who do we want to fight here? This is just a bunch of ugliness at the top end of my fleet now, with all of these mirror match executors. So Andreas says I need to put out more videos. I agree. I do need to put out more videos. I wish I had the time for it. That's the problem. I never seem to find the time to do it. All right, we're going to hit him first just to make sure that we don't give him turn meters so that we can target over here. Do the mass assist on his Razor Crest. And then we'll try to get rid of our debuffs, which doesn't work like 90% of the time. Oh, we did. It worked. We got rid of them. Would you look at that? All right. Okay. We just got to see if we can target his Razor Crest before he kills me. I think his Razor Crest is going to, okay, killed me with Boba Fett anyway. So that battle's lost. We just leave. No reason to continue. And then we can go over here and get our fleet placement. We should be able to get our first place in this fleet, no problem. If it goes according to plan. How has R8 Beskar been for you in fleets, Griff? Worse. Much, much worse. In the instances where my Razor Crest goes first, it actually hurts you a lot in the mirror match. Oh, that was the wrong skill. Yikes. It hurts you in the mirror match because your Razor Crest goes first. And when your Razor Crest goes before their Razor Crest, then he gets to clear his debuffs and you don't. So it's a particularly nasty situation where it would be better to not have the relic. Yep. As weird as that sounds, you do not want your Razor Crest to be that fast. It's actually a detriment. And it's the same, I've heard the same from people who have done Relic 9 on their Piet. Having the faster capital ship apparently is also something that hurts you. Okay, this battle's not going well. Not going well. Let's see if we can get this... let's see. We're not even going to get the taunt on this, but we'll bring it in. See if we can get some fire on these boys. Okay, we got buzz droids on Anakin. That's probably game over now. Let's give that a hit. And we'll expire our good buff. We got a chance of pulling this off, but it's a slim one. I messed up my turns early. Accidentally did the wrong thing on Bosk. So we'll probably have to reset this battle, try again. Let's do the alt, get rid of a couple of these ships. See if we can pull it out from there. This is the last real ship that we have to deal with, so could be, as long as we get in a reinforcement. No, we're not going to get a reinforcement. All right. I'm having trouble with using my Tarkin, having him at gear 12 with the 2 Zetas. I didn't know how valuable they were when I put them on. So how do you suggest I use him as a leader in the Empire? Are you talking about fleet, or are you talking about as a character? So as a character, Tarkin is not, he's not a good character. You just build Tarkin up for the fleet. He does give extra speed to Empire units, but typically you want Palpatine to be the lead for your Empire team, and you put Tarkin somewhere other than the lead. When you get a whole bunch of stuff like, you know, for the Sea Journey, then you can, you know, put Tarkin in a group of, let's say, other characters. But yeah, he's not typically something we would recommend to work real hard on his leadership. It gives speed and inflicts expose. I mean, you can use him with stuff like Thrawn and Vader. I guess if you needed your Vader to go faster, you could put him with that as a leadership. But you're going to be a lot better off with either this Emperor Palpatine as your lead, or with the actual Darth Vader lead. If you put the Zeta on the Darth Vader lead, he puts back the damage over times if they try to remove him. So, yeah. Yeah, my advice would be, if you're using Tarkin as a lead, that's not really what you want to do with him. You'd much rather have Palpatine in the lead, have Tarkin in that team, and then when he does all of his debuffs, and when those debuffs go away, then you get extra turn meter and all that stuff under Palpatine. The Zetas aren't bad, though. I mean, because he does have a capital ship and you have the Executrix, any effort that you've put into Tarkin is fine, because he is, all of that's going to help his capital ship. What reinforcements should I get for my finalizer besides the First Order? What I use with my finalizer is always the Plo and Cassian's U-Wing. I've got a video on how I use the finalizer, and it shows how I use Cassian's U-Wing to just surgically cut apart any fleet that I go against. And then I use Plo because some fleets, especially against Malevolence, you need to bring it in first and get rid of that first round of buzz droids, or you really don't have a chance. And against negotiators and things like that, there's enough area effect damage that eventually you want to bring in Plo, heal up your guys so that you don't just die to, you know, some random thing. What do we want to do with Vader? What kind of fun mods could we put on Vader? Let's get a potency cross on him first. Offense set. We've been working on these crit damage sets. I've been farming a lot of crit damage mods. I wonder if, oh wow, look, they all start out with bad stats. Ugh, that's awful. Offense, I guess, isn't so bad. Let's see what happens to this mod if we make it. We got offense, defense, health, no crit chance, no speed. Yeah, probably not going to go for that. Here's a blue one with potency. It's got crit chance on it. Offense, defense, no speed. I can't keep mods like that with no speed. Here's a potency one with a speed substat. Let's see what happens to that. Hot trash. Get out of here. Alright, let's go to assigned mods and see if we can steal one from somebody that we don't care as much about. Bastila, 7 speed. Plo, we can take Plo's mod. That's a pretty good mod. Crit chance and speed. It's not horrible. What's Boba Fett got? 9 speed, crit chance. Krennic. Crit chance offense. Ooh. That looks pretty good. What's this one? 11 speed, offense, crit chance. And potency on a potency cross. Parked on our Magna Guard. We can steal that, right? It's only 11 speed, but we can steal that. Okay. So that says that we're going to go with probably a speed set and a potency set. So let's limit that. Let's take a look here. Got potency on it and speed. Assign it. Crit damage. We want crit damage here if we can. Here's crit damage with 8 speed. Not good. Crit damage on Yoda with 8 speed. We don't want to mess with our troopers at all. Seven speed with health. Here's crit damage on Maul with 6 speed. That's one of my very early mods. It's not locked. Crit chance. I think we'll just take this one for now. Get some kind of mods on Vader here. It's going to be pretty bad, though. The mods that we're stealing are pretty bad, boys and girls. What's Chopper got? Look at Chopper. Chopper's got a 13 speed mod parked on him with a bunch of crit chance. Alright, so we got Chopper and Magna Guard to fix now. It's just this generic mod with 12 speed. Take that. And then we need a potency mod up here. He's got my only potency mod. Oh, we got one over here too. That's interesting. Offense on the B1 with 12 speed on substats. Yeah, let's take a look. Let's see how awful this is. 228 speed. Oof. 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 Can't do 228 speed. Let's revert that. Potentially steal this Yoda mod. I just don't have another potency arrow. Look at this. There's just like no potency arrows. Put a speed arrow on. That one has potency. And then we'll just look for potency on here. Oh, speed potency. Look at this. This is a nice mod. Let's get some speed hits. Nope, nothing. There's one. All right. Down here. No speed, no potency. Goodbye. And what's this? It's got speed. It's got potency. A lot of potency, not much speed. All right, what do we got here for potency? Anything? What's Cassian sitting on? Hot garbage. We don't want to mess with troopers. All right, here's another Magnagard mod. Check out the Magnagard. You got some good mods. All right, there we go. 242 speed. Not good, not horrible. 90% potency. 63% crit chance, crit damage. That's fine. We'll just park some mods on Vader so that he's not horrible. And then we'll go fix those mods that we messed up. So we got Magnagard to fix. Got Magnagard to fix. Who else did we steal one from? Was it B1? We reverted that. Chopper. Alright, Chopper we gotta fix. Only unassigned mods. And he needs a speed mod here. We don't even want to give him a locked speed mod. Let's give him a garbage speed mod. That's sell worthy. Why am I keeping this mod? I don't know. That's a 4 speed's not good enough. Okay, let's sort by speed. And let's see. 9 speed on a purple mod. That's probably as far as that one's going to go. We can put that on Chopper. Fine. Go fix Magnagard. Mod stream, guys. Woo! Everybody hates a mod stream. 14 speed there. That's too good. 10 speed here. With protection. That's fine. And then more protection. That's fine. We'll just throw some mods at him. As was mentioned, we don't want to get caught with our pants down and not have mods on for the Grand Arena. So, nerfed our Vader a little bit. But once we get done with this early part with Sidious, we'll close that out. We'll get those mods swapped out. Get back to normal. Alright, let's see. We'll do this fleet battle and then we'll catch up on chat. Okay. In the Senator path, would farming Rex's ship with Get 1 be a good idea instead of farming the Clone Sergeant's ship? Farm Rex's ship with Get 1 in the Senator path. In the Senator path, I think you just really want to save your Get 1 for building your gas once you get it. I really don't think you want to end up short of currency when you get to the actual payoff at the end. So, no, I wouldn't recommend spending your Get 1 for anything except gas himself. Alright guys, something has changed because up until now, I've always been able to kill this player's droid in my opening volley. So I don't understand why twice in a row now it has not worked. I've used that method to beat this player for months now. Alright, brings in his Hound's Tooth. Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that back here. Get that out of the way. We got to get Anakin around into another area effect. If we can. Alright, we'll put the extra life on my ships here. We're not going to put taunt on anybody at the moment. We'll attack him. Alright, Anakin. You need to do your area effect. No! I keep getting in a hurry and messing it up, guys. It's not good. I needed that to go on the Hound's Tooth. Not onto Sunfac. Alright. Let's put taunt over here on him. Get him filthy with buzz droids. least it gets the Houndstooth out of the way for a second. We can do the alt, try to take out a couple of these ships. The bomb should take out Sunfac. Yep. Alright. Let's do this. Get some retribution on characters. So, yeah. As to Rex. Rex is a good ship. But I would not get Rex by sacrificing Get 1. So that's just to be clear on the answer to that question. Rex's ship is good, but don't miss your gas because you're working on Rex. Okay, Clone Sergeant is great because he has a permanent taunt as long as he has protection. Okay. 3v3 GAC as a character. Okay, 3v3 GAC for Tarkin. So I just basically wasted a Zeta. Man, I don't mean to be mean, but yeah, you basically wasted a Zeta on Tarkin. It's okay. All of us have done it at some point. All of us have done, made a mistake with our Zetas or something like that, so you are not alone. All right. This is a loss again. Something's changed about this guy's fleet. I guess it's just him getting the Malevolence to 7 stars. It must be it. I mean, I guess maybe his Malevolence wasn't 7 stars, and now it is because of the event, and my old gimmick doesn't work anymore. All right, so maybe we don't get first place in fleet today. That's disappointing. I'll try it again here in a minute. We got a lot of attempts. Yeah, he definitely has a 7-star now. Relic 5 Grievous, fully committed. You know, we can do that on the stream too, guys. We could do that as well, if that would be fun for y'all. Desan Neil Pillay says, hey, first live stream in a while. Well, welcome. Happy to see the goal. Happy to see that see that the goal is finally here. I remember clicking on one of your very early videos after you did a collab with AP. Nice. How did you Relic, Krennic, and Royal Guard in 1 week? Well, I was already working on some of Krennic's gear for the left-hand side for the easy pieces, and I just got lucky. Like the right stuff, I just got the right stuff from the raid events, and then I was short on. Let's see if I can show you the piece. This piece, I was short on this piece, but I had the ability to buy it here with the Wandering Scavengers in Conquest. So I bought 20 of these for 300, and then I bought another 10 of them for 150, and that was enough. So I wasted, 450 of that currency to close the deal, but that was all I had left. That's all I needed. That's all I needed. I did not have to spend any more actual money on the count. Worked out. Double cleanse from the 7-star ability and a better vulture droid at 7 stars. Yeah. Well, we're going to have to try something a little different over there. I've got another tactic that I use on a different fleet, so we'll switch to that one. All right, so we've got the Sith Eternal. That means that we can upgrade Grievous. Grievous is the next character that we want to upgrade because, 2 upgrades on Grievous. That gets him gear 11. Oh man, look at this, and I'm close. All right, I want to quit throwing gear on him because I don't want to take gear away from the Sith Eternal. But gear 11 is going to give me what I need for this this capital ship here. So let's go ahead and activate this crazy Malevolence. Add some more galactic power to our account. Get this bad boy up and running. All right. Straight to 85. Do not pass go. Do not collect 200. All right. And then the passive, straight to 8, right? I mean, just, we don't even think about it. We just take this passive all the way up. Done. All right. And then I think the cleanse, we're just going to take all these skills to 4 for sure. And then we're going to take stock of where our prestige is at that point. 4 is always kind of a shelf, right? You see it's 5, 10, 15, and then there's like a reset. So the first 4 are kind of easy to commit to. Definitely want more on the alt. Okay, so we can only go to 6. We'll put more on the cleanse. And the area effect is just damage. We're going to hold off on that. We're going to just sit on our prestige. We're going to max out the alt. We're going to max out the cleanse. We need to get the cleanse to 8 for the assist. That's kind of the payoff here. So I don't know if we'll get... Yeah, we should have plenty of time to get plenty of prestige. Shouldn't be an issue. But we'll sit on our prestige for now, and then when we get to 6 stars, we'll work on that a little more. All right, so Malevolence. We could give the Malevolence on Malevolence battle a try, except my Grievous isn't nearly as good as his. So, yeah. And there's defense mods on Grievous, but guys, believe me, I don't want defense on Grievous. Grievous will be all health. I just don't have what I want for him. I don't think I had a health mod with health main stat down here. So, yeah, Grievous will definitely be all health when I get him done. These mods are just in there for now. In there till I can get something better. What else can we do? We don't want to work on too many of these other characters. I think we could upgrade Mon Mothma too, maybe. No, maybe we used up some of the stun guns. But we want to save that now for the Sith Eternal. So let's go take a look at something else real quick if I can set it up. We will go here and try to adjust that to the screen size that we want. Okay, it's a little bit clumsy, but we can take a look at it. So what I've done over here is I've said, okay, Sith Eternal, we're going to look at his gear list. When it comes to the Kairos, we're good on Kairos. So I don't need the shock prods, I don't think. I don't need the computers. We're good on that. The droid callers, I think we'll be okay on. Carbantes, we need 200. So we may need some Carbantes. For sure, we're going to need these med packs, and we're going to need these binoculars. 150 of those binoculars, and I can tell you for sure that we do not have enough binoculars. So knowing what gear that we need for Sith Eternal then helps you determine where to farm. So if we go to the dark side battles, what's the best way to do this? I know that Nihilus has a node with the binoculars on it. So we've got 25 binoculars. We need 125 more of these. They can be farmed from a dark side node here. And, okay, he needs them probably here, right? So where else can we farm them? I think it's also a dark side node. Right. So these two dark side nodes have the electro binoculars on them. So for my token collection, it's going to make a lot of sense if I spend at least some of my energy over here collecting tokens while farming this. All right. And then I think he also needs some Bacta gels. Let's take a look how many Bacta gels he needs. Yeah, he needs 50 Bacta gels. So I'll probably have to farm some of those. But that'll be the idea. Like I'll keep an eye on the gear that I need for Sith Eternal to actually get him as a character built up. And then I'll be tailoring my farms to those electro binoculars and Bacta gels and med packs. I'm not exactly sure how many med packs I have or who needs them. Let's see. Are the med packs in the scavenger anywhere? That's this, right? This is the med pack. Let's find that. All right, so these can also be farmed from dark side nodes. Perfect. So that, I mean, that sets my farm. That's it. That's what I will be farming to get my tokens and get the C unlock. We'll just farm the exact gear that we need to get him to relic level, and we'll hold off on doing too much to other characters, and we should be able to figure that out. Let's go catch up on chat. What are C's mods looking like? They're okay. We modded Kenobi. We threw C's mods on Kenobi, I think. So we can go take a look at that real quick. I'm going to put Kenobi on favorites because he'll probably be the next character that I relic. So how are these mods looking? We've got some health speed mod here. We've got speed here with some health and defense stats. 5% health here is nice on a health mod. A lot of health here on the 23 speed. Then we've got a bunch of protection here. And I mean, getting protection as a free stat isn't bad. We did 2 6-dot slices here and didn't hit speed. So I don't think this will eventually be the mod that stays. We'll probably look for something with a little more speed. Here we have a health main stat, 18 speed. Here we have a defense main stat with 27 speed. And again, this one probably won't be the mod that I keep. I'll probably put that on a different character. But 27 speed is pretty good. And then 32 speed here just on the arrow. We could probably swap that out. I typically don't look for arrows with health on them. But if I could find like a health main stat arrow with speed substats like I have on my main account, I might go for that. Yeah, we have nothing but speed on our speed arrows. What do we have for health arrows? Maybe we could swap around some health mods. But we may end up going for something like a health main stat. Yeah, see if this... Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. I'm on the wrong screen again. Had to happen at some point during this stream. Rip, lol. All right, so yeah, Kenobi. We'll look at Kenobi's mods again. So here we go. So here we've got the 16 speed with a bunch of health. Here we've got the 23 speed with 6.4 health. Here we have the 17 speed mod that I didn't hit on my slices. It's Lol says it's a tradition at this point. It is kind of, and this is where you see that on the way up, like I hit all of these protection hits instead of the speed hits. So protection isn't bad for C. Of course, you guys know that he steals protection and regenerates protection with Watt, so it's not a bad stat. But we could probably do better there at some point in the future. Here we've got 18 speed. We went all the way up. We never got that last hit. But it's got protection, defense, health main stat. So it's just stacking him up with all kinds of health, defense, protection, 27 speed here. So this mod is kind of goofy. Like it's a health mod with a defense main stat and 27 speed and garbage substats. So it's a love-hate kind of thing. it's not really great for the mod itself. But anything with 27 speed is good. And then 32 speed, just generic mod here. Maybe I could do a defense set. Ooh, I wonder if I've got a defense arrow with a health main stat. That would be lovely. No, we don't want to change out. Crit avoidance, speed. Yeah, I just don't tend to keep anything except speed unless it's got a speed substat. Here you see we've got a speed substat. So we don't mind too much to keep that. It's not locked. I mean, it's not like I'm going to use it for sure someday, but gives us some options. So overall, I mean, the speed is this is going to put him at about 550 speed, I think, which is more than he necessarily needs. Maybe 530, 540. It's hard to tell because I'll get so much more from the base speed. So I'll 165 and 365. About 530. Yeah, so this should put him about 530, maybe 535 at the most on speed with, I think, enough health and defense. I'm expecting him probably be around 135 to 140 base health, which we'll want to get that a little better later on. But for starter mods, I mean, for 1.9 million galactic power, it's not... It's what I can do. It's what I can do for right now. Jason says that's Kenobi. Yes, it is. I'm just using Kenobi for the mod set. It could have been anyone. I should have put those mods on my Geo Spy. Make him even faster. He'd be like a 300 speed Geospy at that point. Just keep speeding up the spy. All right, is that all we want to do on ships? Is there anything else that we've got going on over here for ships? Is Sunfac everything we want? We can get 30% damage on his basic. It'd be good to do that. Get his basic up and running at full speed. Let's take a look at Spy. Is there anything left on Spy? The basic is bonus damage to buffed enemies. Yeah, we've got enough. We've got enough. We can go ahead and commit to that. Make the Spy a little better. All right, let's take another quick run at Fleet. This is our last attempt. What do you want to do, guys? Do you want to try to take... Yeah, see, he's just... I can't take Malevolence against Malevolence because he's actually got a really good Malevolence fleet. I could. I guess I could. Because I could use Houndstooth in there. What do you guys want to see? Malevolence or Negotiator? I think we're just going to do the Negotiator. We'll try to negotiate a victory. So we'll put the bomber in up front. That gives us another tank. Protects our Anakin a little better. Gives us some more options. And then what we do is we don't use Taunt on Houndstooth right away because buff immunity destroys Houndstooth. So we just kind of throw off with Houndstooth and don't get the buff immunity onto him. All right, and then we'll do our area effect here. That'll get target locks on people so that now the TIE bomber's tanking. And it's fine with us even if they were to kill Anakin. He would have had the extra life on him. But it's dangerous right now because if there's any... Yeah, no. That's horrible. He just died from the buzz droids before I could get my plow in. Yeah, no, I think this is a loss again, boys. Huh. Yeah, and without Anakin, we're not going to get through all this stuff. All right. You know what? Let's throw a 50 refresh at it, just for the fun of it, and try Malevolence and see if a mediocre Malevolence can do better than a Malevolence can do better than a decent Negotiator. No, we do not want Spy there. We want Soldier here. We want Spy here. And then we're going to put Anakin in there, and we're going to put that. Maybe we should put Plo in here instead of Anakin. Let's see. This is going to help there. Yeah, we've got to deal with his Houndstooth, though, because we know he's going to bring Houndstooth in as a reinforcement. All right, let's just try this. Let's just give it a shot. If you do Malevolence Mirror, run the triple tank with Vulture Droid as reinforcement. I do not have a Vulture Droid. I have 0 Vulture Droids. Okay, just do this. Get the taunt going. My Vulture Droid, I think I could unlock it like 2 or 3 stars or whatever it is when it's just a baby. That's all I got. Okay, let's stun it. Sure, why not? Oof. Oof. Let's clear Sunfac. Oof. Not even close. Look at this guy's running circles around me. Oh, man. Yeah, no Hyena Bomber, no fun stuff. Let's bring in Anakin, see if we can put down a beating on this Houndstooth and get to the goodies behind it. There we go. There goes the Houndstooth. Let's put some damage on that Vulture Droid while we can. Do the area effect, get another little ship. A very little ship. Oh, bye Anakin. See you later, buddy. Alright, who else can we bring in here? Bring in another tank. Tanks, but no tanks. Oh, that's over. Alright, well, our first experiment with our Malevolence, not so great. Got some work to do on him yet. Alright, well, I got to refigure out that matchup against Drat Borat in order to be able to get my daily fleet placement. I'll figure it out. I'll figure out a sequence of moves that will beat him with my Negotiator, and we'll get that locked back down for first place. Or I'll have to commit to 5s and build 5s as my next relic and have another good ship in my starting lineup, because right now I've either got a 6-star TIE Bomber or Ahsoka, who's gear 11. So I really don't, and my Bosk is only gear 12, so I've really got a mediocre Negotiator fleet right now. It's really not good. And I haven't invested anything in it in months. So, yeah, no, I'm probably going to need to circle back around and add some punch to that fleet at some point here pretty soon. No Vulture Droid and Hyena Bomber makes it a much different match. Yeah. Yes, it does. All right, let's grab my objectives off of here. Ahsoka is better than 5s. Yeah, but do I really want to relic Ahsoka? Yeah, maybe. I mean, it would be good to relic Ahsoka and get a Padme team up and running for Rancor and for light side TB. So, I mean, there's motive for doing that. Let's take one more shot at fleet over here and see if I can improve my placement right before the end here. I've got 3 minutes to close out this battle. You need 5s in the Umbran Starfighter. Yeah, I've already worked on gear for 5s, so my 5s is not in bad shape. He's like gear 8 or gear 9 or something like that. He's not great, but not horrible. And then I do have 5 stars for the Umbran Starfighter already locked in. I got to do a basic over here. And now I've got target lock on. So he's going to come in with the Boba Fett's ship and take me out. We're going to target this, bring in Boba Fett's ship, and then do this. Now he brought Boba Fett's ship in too. Alright, well, we're on our second life now. We gotta attack the Hound's Tooth because we don't want to give Boba Fett counterattacks. We have our stuff up. Alright, now we're gonna attack Boba Fett. Big hit on him. Alright, I locked before he locked, so that's a good sign for the mirror match. Okay. Do area effect, and we will call Razor Crest to assist. Sure, why not? Drop a big bomb. I'm talking in the game. I'm not talking like in my Secret Labs chair here. I'm not dropping bombs there. That's not what's going on. Alright, Death Star activate. And then pretty much from here it's, you know, apply auto and walk away. It's not going to go fast enough though. 10 seconds. Now we lost. Didn't get it in time. Fleet payout achieved. Yep. Oh well. I can kill the Vulture droid out the first wave with 5s and the Umbran with my negotiator. Yep, that's nice. Yeah, that's a good setup. All right. Well, the only thing left to do at the moment then, let's see if we've got any Conquest energy. Not really. We've already played Conquest for the morning. So, I don't know that there's anything interesting left for me to do, guys. I think I'm pretty much out of interesting content for my chill stream today. Got a lot of fun stuff done, though. Got my characters all reliced up. Took in a remodded Darth Sidious and punched through that event like it was nothing. Hopefully that'll continue to be the trend and we get by with no Zeta and smoke that event. That would be nice. If you guys got any last minute questions, go ahead and throw them up over there in the chat before I hang it up for the day. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream and go do something else. Account reviews, roster reviews. Yeah, all right. Yeah, sure, we could do that. People tend to think that those are interesting, so why not? Why not? All right, let's go over here. We've got a lower level account, and as you guys know, we've been having some problems because these requests were made so long ago. Some people have quit playing the game. Let's see. Looks like he's active. Looks like Valen Darkstone is active. I'm going to go over to Discord. Drop a message in the chat real quick. Lord of Stone. Let him know that we're taking a look at his stuff. Maybe that person's in the chat. Alright, so what do we got here? 1.2 million galactic power, 4.8 in ship, 7 characters, early game account. Number 34 in fleet, with Tarkin in preparation for negotiator. So we've basically got a negotiator fleet that we're using under Tarkin, and he's waiting for the flip. Waiting to get that negotiator unlocked to start dominating fleet arena. Alright, that's fine. JKL together with SLKR for a position in the Ministry of Silly Walks. I agree with you, Constantine. That little, like, jump stomp that Luke does annoys me. like he's trying to step on your toe or something when he attacks. It is a weird looking animation. Kenobi too. Galactic Legend Kenobi has this thing where he does a flip. And I showed it in one of my videos. Like, in the middle of the flip, he's so high on the screen that he's actually like high jumping over his buff stat line. Which I think looks pretty goofy too. He looks like he's going to land on the other characters with his buttocks. Alright, so he does have Vulture Droid, and he does have a Geo fleet. So he has a second fleet. That's good. And he hasn't wasted a whole bunch of stuff on Endurance or Home 1. So this all seems logical and reasonable. He's got Plo as a reinforcement. He did build Vader's ship, though, on top of it. Which, I mean, it could be a reinforcement for either fleet. Just a damage-dealing reinforcement. Okay. So, kind of a tight 2 fleets worth of stuff. Vulture Droid going into Negotiator. Character-wise, he's Relic Luke, Anakin, Vader, Kenobi. It looks to me like he's just relicking good characters. This probably for fleet. Anakin for his ship. And then, of course, for the Padme team as well. CLS at Relic 3. Interesting. And Vader. So he's kind of doing a... I guess he's just building stuff he likes. He's got C-3PO down here. Maybe like a Senator account? If he's going for gas. He's got a bunch of the early gas requirements, but then he's got this Commander Luke in there too. And the Luke team with Han Solo, Chewbacca. He's got bounty hunters. Yeah, it's kind of a... It's more of a spread of low-level characters than I would do. I would probably focus more, you know, Relic the Bosk. Yeah. I guess it's not bad. We got Ewoks, which can be a defensive team for Grand Arena. We've got Bounty Hunters, which can be a defensive team. We've got Vader, who can do stuff together with just Palpatine. So he's just generically building good teams. It's not bad. He probably wins a lot in GAC. Because he hasn't built anything bad. Don't get me wrong, guys. There's nothing here that he's building that's not good. The CLS team is good. He's committed to that. He's building the C-3PO. He's got the Chew-PO. He's got all of the characters for the team going. So that'll be a killer team for him. And then I think the next thing to do would be to pick a good project. You know, pick where it is that you're going with this account and what comes next. So, at the time of his account review, he said that he was working on the Padme team and then he planned to build a CLS team. He doesn't ask for any specific advice. Okay. Let's go look at mod score. Because we said we were going to do that. So, go over here. Mod score. Tab, ally code, tab, ally code. Bad code or no Swigo. No Swigo.gg. Unable to get player. Alright, so we can't run mod score on him because he doesn't have a Swigo.gg account, apparently. Padme is at 269 with speed mods. That's the fastest character we have. Luke, 257 with crit damage and crit chance. Probably crit damage here as well. Potency. I would offer a word of caution to people very early in the game. Be careful spending too much time farming crit damage mods. It's a good set, but if you end up with a whole bunch of good crit damage mods, there's a whole lot of characters that need speed mods or offense mods where that stuff's better, where these crit damage mods aren't as good. So it's not that they're a bad mod set, it's just a lot less flexible than, for example, offense sets. Got potency on there, so that's not bad. Decent Anakin, but definitely lacking speed. I'm not seeing speed sets, I'm not seeing high speed characters. So that would be my advice for this account. I mean, the first one that I see with speed mods is the Brute Alpha, and he's 234, which is very slow. So lots of farming of speed mods with speed subs to be done on this account, for sure. All right, ship-wise, stick to the plan. You looks like you're going to get Negotiator. You'll be in good shape for the Negotiator. I would start, if you haven't already started working on the BTLB Y-Wing, I definitely would get started with that. You're going to want the BTLB Y-Wing for this fleet. You can use Houndstooth as a reinforcement still if you want to. Plo as a reinforcement. But the BTL really helps you with the Galactic Republic fleet, in my opinion. So that's definitely worth farming up. It comes off the same node as Wrecker right now, so you get a free Wrecker for farming it. So it's not horrible. Alright, let's catch up on chat over here. Constantine Gubernet took off. Geo's Padme and the CLS team would be nasty to go up against in Division 10. Yeah, no, I agree. It's a Crow. He probably gets a lot of wins. Weird that he has Han and Kenobi fully built, but no Get-2 fleet. Yeah, I don't know what kind of guild he would be in where they do that well in the raids, but don't have enough Get-2 for the fleet. Or maybe he made a mistake and wasted some Get-2 like I did when I started out. I threw it away and didn't realize that I had to use that only ever for fleet. When I filled out the roster review form, there was no space to ask a question. Stick to the plan always reminds me of Leroy Jenkins. Yeah, I love Leroy Jenkins. Well, I would say for where that account is going, it would make the most sense for him to do a gas journey, because he does have the Padme team built. He's got the Anakin. He's got the C-3PO. He's got a lot of the requirements already. And he's got all the ships for Malevolence, so it won't be bad for him to build a, Grievous. Once he gets the Negotiator going, get a Malevolence going. But he does need a 7-star Negotiator for the gas event. But I would say as long as that player feels like he could get the 7-star Negotiator for the gas event, that seems like the next good thing for him to do on that account. Go for something big. Or if you just want to win Grand Arena for a long time, you could stack Revans on top of what he's already got. You could have Revans and CLS and Padme and Vader, and that would be just brutal to fight until you start running into Galactic Legends. And then it would be rough, but yeah, that could be a fun little build. Let's toss another account review up there. Sure, why not? Do one more. This is a bigger account. I haven't scouted at all. I don't know what I'm getting into with these. Okay, no guild. 42 in fleets, 950, and no, yeah, it looks like this player has quit. Wow, 4.6 million galactic power and left the game. Ew, yikes. Yikes, yikes. Alright, we'll color him purple. Okay, let's see. Somebody kind of in the middle of our normal range. Okay. 3.2 million galactic power, looks to be active. Aderbal. Petrovinicus. Petro. So I'll have to go over a chat real quick and drop a note there. I don't see him over in Discord. Okay. Mod score. Ally code. Enter the ally code. Bad code or no swigo.gg. Wow, so we're not getting any luck running the mod bot today. Oh well, no mod bot. 3.2 million galactic power. Let's take a look at the split. 1.3 in ships, 1.8 in characters. That's about right. Big commitment to rebels. So we got the CLS team, we've got the rebel fleet. I wonder how much he's committed to the Bistanen. Yeah, this is a little low. I feel like these guys need to be a little better than this to have that as your starting ship. But he's doing okay. It's not horrible. But yeah, I definitely need relic characters. You definitely need a relic bigs if you're going to go up against the big boys with the rebel fleet. And then need more gear on those guys. Alright, so for the whole ship inventory, what else does he have? Just that. No premium capital ship. First word of advice. Change your guild. If you are at 3 million galactic power and your guild is not good enough to get you the premium capital ships, you need to upgrade your guild by a lot. A lot. Silencer, that stuff, fleet here. Let's go see if he dropped any comments that let us know. Oh, he stopped playing a long time ago. GP is very inflated by the old guild requests for growth and just came back a month ago. Shards are very difficult. Trying to build an S tier team for the long term. Okay. So he's probably picked the Galactic Legend journey by now, I would hope, if he's still playing this account. Alright, he's got Jedi Knight Luke. It looks like he picked JML. That all makes a lot of sense to me. So he's got the Hermit Yoda, the Wampa. He's going for Jedi Knight Luke into JML. That makes a lot of sense. So just to help people understand what that is that he's talking about, in territory battles, at some point you just deploy and you dump all your galactic power into a zone. And for each zone, you have to put 7-star characters into the objective. So a lot of guilds wanted people to build all those 7-star characters and have them available, and then just blow up as much galactic power as you could on characters. And that way when you deploy a higher galactic power. And if everybody in the whole guild does that, you're deploying at very high galactic power and getting more stars. And then everybody gets more rewards. And at that time, I believe the galactic power wasn't as punishing. Grand Arena wasn't a thing. And it didn't matter if you blew up your galactic power. Because remember, you can build all the galactic power that you want. It doesn't affect anything in the game, as far as I know, except Grand Arena. If you love Grand Arena, you have to control your galactic power. If you don't really care about the Grand Arena game mode, then bloat is it. Who cares? Who cares if you bloat? It doesn't affect anything else. It just helps you in territory battles and gives you more things to use in other zones. And so he's trying to recover his bloat. Looks like he's going with a JML build, which I fully approve of. 304 speed on Hermit Yoda. 141 plus 141. So his Thrawn will be 311 after he hits relic levels. 279 on Luke with an offense set. That looks pretty nice. Potency on the cross. That's a good looking Luke. Or at least good enough, you know. A big commitment to Rolo. Quite a bit of speed. Good mods on Rolo. Huh. Alright. I guess she can be useful. Han Solo, 272 speed. He's got speed and crit chance, crit damage. Yeah, he's got kind of a mixed mod set. Offense with offense. Yeah. He's probably already over max crit chance, right? Yeah, 100% crit chance. So this is fine. I mean, he doesn't need the mod set to give him more crit chance. If your crit chance goes over 100, it helps you overcome crit avoidance. So if we apply our rule and we say for every million galactic power, what was it we said? You need 2 characters at 300 speed. So then he's behind. He's behind on that. He's got 2 characters over 300 speed. He needs to have 4. So yeah, I would say for mods, do work on your speed sets with speed substats. I know you guys have heard that from me so much you're sick of me saying it, but raising the speed on your account really is a big deal. It is really a big deal. It helps you so much in your Grand Arena matchups, your territory wars, everything. Farm more speed. We'll put up the public service announcement. Farm your mods. Farm your mods, boys. All right, so the people that have stuck around here right now, the people that have stuck around must be pretty loyal fans. So let's see if we can get something up to reward the people that stuck around until now. I'll give you a sneak peek of something fun. Let's see where. Let's see. Let's go here. Let's load this up. Okay, back out of that. Go in here. Try to make this big. Okay. Now let's see. Let's see if I can get up just this one screen. It's not letting me do it, guys. No, come on. No. Let's try it a different way. Let's do this. Open it here. And then see if I can do that. That worked. That worked. We got it. We got it, boys. All right, so check this out. What do you think of this, guys? Can anybody guess what this is? I want to see guesses in chat. What do you think of this? What do you guys think you're looking at? Besides the wrong screen, potentially looking at the wrong screen, but in this case, I think I have it on the right one. No comments in chat. Everybody's quiet. Nobody wants to guess. Somebody say something, please. Grand Moff Griff. Miss Loquitur Halloween costume. A Star Wars god. Evil Windu. Mace, obviously. Young Gideon. All right, I got my art guy working on art for the 4 paths. So Gladiator, Emperor, Techno Union, and Senator are all going to get their own individual artwork. And what you're looking at here is the Emperor. Check him out. He's making crystals right and left. He's got so many crystals he can hang them around his neck and have spare crystals. He's got, our best image of the currency from Squad Arena. He's carrying Squad Arena currency around with him because he's got so much of it. Got a couple Royal Guards in the background. Yeah. So there you go. That's the Emperor. Conquest prefers some good bloat. Yes, it does. So the other artwork is kind of still in draft mode a little bit, but let's see if we can give you guys another one. All right, you're going to be this one's still in a little more the rough phases of being drafted, but I think you guys will be able to guess what this is. Knowing what the other one is, I think it'll make it real easy to guess what this one's going to be. What do you guys think of that? Man, when he gets the color on this thing and gets the details on it. Oh. I think this is going to be fierce. Yeah. Gladiator, says Fellhammer. Oh, yeah. That's the Gladiator. We got a Togruta Gladiator. Give him 4 arms? Nah. 2 arms is enough. Yeah, so we got... yeah, what the heck? What the heck? Since you guys are hanging around and stuck around after everybody else left, we'll take a look at all of them. Why not? Open this one up too. And switch this to here. Needs longer Leku, but hell yeah. Well, Mithri, I mean, if you know enough about the lore to tell me that he does need longer Leku, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not an expert on Togruta, but if you can explain to me that the art needs to be different for a reason, I'll have him change it. I mean, this guy is awesome. Like, he listens to everything I say and gives me what I want. It's awesome. Togruta don't have tails. No, he doesn't have a tail. He's got the one on the back of his head. They have the 2 that come down in the front and then the one that comes out the back, right? Senator is kind of hot, not going to lie. Well, it has to remind us a bit of Padme, right? Because when I think of Senator, I think of Padme. And we had to make sure that we didn't copy Padme or give her a Padme dress or make her look like Padme. But yeah, we made the senator a young lady with a clone. They're pondering over the territory battle map. They're trying to figure out how to get more Guild Event 2 tokens out of their next run. Senator's spot on. All right, that's good. I'm glad people think it's a hit. And then the Techno Union one is going to be... I'm interested to hear what you guys think of the Techno Union one, because it's kind of... I struggled a little bit with what I wanted out of this, and then trying to make what I want into a reality. This guy's got his work cut out for him. But this is the draft of the Techno Union, and we want to kind of show that combination of mechanical and human, and that this guy is, given up some of his humanity for the Techno Union. So he's got the brobots behind him, and that screen behind him is going to be like one of the shop store windows, and he's going to be buying all kinds of gear. He's going to be filthy rich, credits everywhere, all kinds of stuff. It's a human version of Watt. Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit Watt. See, again, I don't know all the lore. I haven't fanboyed out on everything Star Wars, but Watt had that mix of mechanical and organic, and then what's his name, Trench, the spider looking guy that we saw, who was another Techno Union leader, I'm pretty sure, and he had the combination of mechanical and organic. So we just kind of wanted to go with that, make something that's creepy but not outright disturbing. Give him a couple robots and we're off to the Techno Union. Watt Loquitur. All right, so there you guys go. You get the first preview of the art. From here, based on how this guy works, it'll probably be maybe 2 or 3 more weeks before he gets them all finished out and colored. So hopefully by the end of the month, maybe beginning of November, we'll have that artwork ready. Try to make that available on some t-shirts and coffee mugs or whatever, in case people want to buy some of that stuff. We'll try to update the merch with the stuff. I also need to figure out what to do for 1,000 Inquisitors. We hit 1,000 people on Discord. 1,000 Inquisitors over on Discord. Fantastic. I never would have expected such a huge Discord community to come out of my channel, but I'm really proud of it. 1,000 people are over there. It's really something. So we're going to have to do some kind of celebration, probably some kind of giveaway, get a method for you guys to sign up and get some giveaways going on. Mithri Taekwondo says, why art now? Well, I can answer that question very simply. Loquitur has to pay an artist to make art. When Loquitur has no money, Loquitur cannot fund any art. So it took, I bought some art, and then it was several months before I could afford to go back to the guy and take a look at doing something for the paths. And also, I think it kind of struck me how much people identified with the paths, where people are referring to themselves by the path as a senator, a Techno Union, as a gladiator. So, I don't know. I think people are identifying with those paths. Make some art for it, and give people, something else to identify with. I don't know. When it comes to having a channel, it's one of the things that surprised me. I have never in my life commissioned art before. And there is something that is so satisfying about telling a person what you want, watching it go through the draft stages, and then at the end of the day, like this old lady that's up on the screen, this is exactly what I wanted. This is like this creepy old lady who's farming mods, and it's an idea. It turns into art, and you pay somebody money, and it's yours. You own it. Like, I own this art. It's mine, and it's really, I'm surprised at how satisfying and gratifying that feels to me. So I have fun working with the artist, and I just can't afford to very often because he's got some skill and his prices aren't crazy, but it's certainly not something I can afford without budgeting for it and saving up. I'm in guild council since some days and helped a fellow Inquisitor along the senator path into my 230 million guild. That's awesome, Mithri. That's great. That is awesome. You planning on commissioning art for your free-to-play and main account as well? That would be kind of cool. Well, I did that. I mean, that was the original artwork. So, like, the normal blank screen that I have with Darth Loquitur, this is kind of the representation of my Darth Loquitur account or me as a streamer or whatever. So this is kind of the generic Darth Loquitur art. And then, of course, my main account is named after my daughter, Allura, and I let her pick the art for the Allura account. So this mermaid Jedi with lightsaber trident, that's my daughter's idea of what a cool Jedi looks like, right? A mermaid with purple hair and an underwater lightsaber. So yeah, I let her kind of design that art a little bit. And then, I sneaked in this little holocron down here that she's carrying around. So she's a good guy with a holocron. Yeah. But yeah, so that's kind of, I don't know. That's been, like I said, there's a lot of things about having a YouTube channel that have surprised me, and that making the artwork has been fun. It's really been rewarding. So. Adam says, never knew the history of those. Glad to know. Yeah, like in the generic blank screen that I use when I'm doing my live streams, I kind of put, Loquitur on one side and Allura on the other. In my GAC and my GA Center profile, or whatever you want to call it, when they talk about my account, they use the Darth Loquitur art as well. So, yeah, pretty fun stuff. Alrighty, guys. Well, I'm going to wrap it up there. We've been on for over 2.5 hours, so I got to get on with my day and do some other stuff. It's been fun hanging with y'all. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'll do the standard join, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button if you haven't already, join us on Discord. You guys know the drill. Everybody that's still here knows the drill. Thank you all very much for watching. I appreciate you spending part of the day with me. And I will see you all in the next holocron, where we're going to get more sea shards and get ready for that. So excited. I got sea unlocked before a year. So cool. Later, guys.